Yo, what is going on, you guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be experimenting with something a little different. What if Spider-Man entered the Backrooms? Now, that might seem a little random if you are used to my normal content, but basically, if you aren't familiar with the Backrooms, I will give you a quick overview right here, but if you are more than familiar with them and want to get straight into the action, then hover over the play bar and skip to the timestamp. Anyway, the Backrooms essentially are a collection of rooms that can only be accessed to if you are no-clipped or glitched out of reality. Basically, what that means is that you just phase through the floor like you would in a video game glitch. And this is said to lead you to the Backrooms if you happen to glitch out of reality in real life. There are thousands of levels to the Backrooms, but in this video we are going to be focusing on level 0, which is the classic level which everyone knows about. You have probably seen this picture before. This is the famous picture of level 0 that started the whole Backrooms saga on YouTube. Level 0 is said to be filled to the brim with infinitely empty rooms with wet damp stains on the carpet and the same 4 walls surrounding you no matter where you go. Recently there was a fully animated fan film posted to YouTube by Kane Pixels that sparked the popularity for the Backrooms once again. So I'll be basing today's video off that video. It's a great video and I highly recommend you go check it out. With that being said, let's get straight into the fanfiction. So we're going to be decoding how Spider-Man would react if he were to no-clip out of reality and into the Backrooms. But to make the situation even more interesting, we're going to throw a villain into the mix as well. So the scenario is that Spider-Man is currently in battle with the like-minded super genius Norman Osborn, aka the Green Goblin. And mid-battle, they both get no-clipped out of reality and into the Backrooms. As soon as this happens, Spider-Man instantly turns to Norman and thinks this is one of his tricks as they continue battle. But it becomes evidently clear very quickly that the Goblin is as confused as Peter himself. Norman becomes bewildered by what has happened, something very out of character for the mad scientist. Peter quickly realizes the shock in Norman's body language, which sets off the alarm bells for himself. Spider-Man's second thought is that this could be the work of Mysterio, master of illusion tech, but once again it becomes apparent that where Peter finds himself in is very much real. The stench of the damp carpet floor, the constant buzzing of the lights, and the yellow tinge that surrounds every corner is very much real. At this point, after a few minutes of recalibrating, Norman and Peter will stop fighting and decide to work together as to what's going on. But Peter will still be cautious of Norman, since this could be a whole trick. He's done worse things before. But there's no spider sense, no nothing. Norman looks as confused as he does, which is why Peter believes that this is not the Goblin's doing. They stick together as they travel from room to room, trying to find an exit, or a door, or anything really. They can't find anything, and they decide to travel back to where they came from, but the way back is different from the way they came. Both the minds of Norman and Peter, two logical scientists, are baffled by the physics of the place that they find themselves in. What is this place? Where the hell are they? They don't panic yet though, as Spidey has found himself in worse situations before. Norman says why don't they just blow a hole in the wall until they find their way out? And Peter argues against this, saying that they don't even know what situation they're in yet, and have no idea what they're dealing with. Norman chucks a pumpkin bomb regardless, and a hole is blown in the side of the wall, but on the other side, it's exactly the same. Peter says that they're dealing with some kind of multi-dimensional force, one twisting and turning no matter where they move. They decide to move again, but this time Peter has the idea to leave a web trail from where he went to where he'll go. They travel in all sorts of directions, with Peter's web thinning by the second. He doesn't have much left until it's all gone. This is where Norman starts to grow impatient. He's sick and tired of waiting for Peter to figure it out, and he can't figure it out himself. He wants to go exploring. He knows he can find a way out. So Norman leaves and goes exploring for himself. His ego and hubris is too tired of waiting around for Spider-Man to figure it out for him. He'll do it himself. Peter decides not to waste his energy stopping him as he carries on. Peter walks the rooms a fair bit more until he comes across markings on the walls. At this point, his web runs out completely, and he has no more cartridges left on him. The markings on the wall depict a monster that is said to kill. It seems like people have been here before, but Peter has no idea who or what. Peter jokes with himself that this wouldn't be the first time he found himself in a situation like this. After all, he's even been to space. He's got a web back to the start, but how the hell is he meant to track his steps from now? Peter takes off his web shooters and snaps the trigger off, creating a sharp piece of metal that he can use to scrape across the wall to track his location. He carries on walking for a while, scraping as he walks, until he finds a random chair in the middle of the room, with a leg missing. He thinks this is strange and investigates, but there is not much more to it, just another chair. Maybe it got there the same way Peter and Norman did, just out of random. After a few hours of searching, Peter's spider sense goes off. This is the first time he's heard from it in a while. It guides him to another room, where he spots something truly horrifying. Norman Osborn lays on the floor, barely alive. Spidey rushes over to him and asks what happened. Norman looks up with all his strength and tells Peter one thing: run. Now that is it for the little story of this video, but would Spider-Man actually survive the backrooms is the question. You see, Peter Parker, being one of the smartest people on the planet, would have a great chance at understanding the maze and mapping it out. Likewise, Norman Osborn would as well. I think he'd eventually figure out the maze that is level 0, but since the backrooms is ever-changing, mystical and paranormal all at the same time, I think in most circumstances the likelihood of Peter finding a permanent exit I think is very, very low. However, there is a chance that Peter could find the way to level 1 and potentially meet a colony on one of the next levels, which could help him return to the normal world. But there wouldn't be much more Peter nor Norman could do in this situation. I think it's quite an eerie and scary concept to ponder. But with that being said, thank you all for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button and also make sure to hit that subscribe button to get more fanfictions like this on the channel. And also, I just want to put this out there, if you are new to the channel, we post all types of Spider-Man content, from the news and the theories, from the games and the movies and the shows, and sometimes even the comics as well, where we talk about all things Spider-Man. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you do not miss any more videos as soon as they come out on the channel. Heck, maybe we could even put Spider-Man in a few more different scenarios as well next time. So if you have any suggestions for that, then make sure to leave them down below in the comment section. And also, if you are interested in all types of superhero-based clothing, then make sure to check out I Am Superhero. They have awesome clothing designs based on your favorite superheroes like Spider-Man, Batman, and many more. So if you are interested in all that, then make sure to click the link in the description down below and get your very own superhero-based clothing. On the left side of your screen, you'll see a video that's been personally chosen for you based on videos that you already enjoy, and on the right side of the screen, you can see my most recent upload. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, and peace.